Welcome to the Friday 1 p.m. news. I'm Yashinim Tambwe.
And I'm Nomazuma Jola, and here are the following headlines.
Toilets become a health hazard to students.
Monash honors Madiba.
Authorities initiate clamping for reckless parking. Stay tuned. Welcome back. This is Monash News. Hygiene is one of the most basic essentials that any institution should have. Despite Monash South Africa leading in academic circles and other activities, it seems that the cleaning staff is letting the school down but not constantly cleaning the toilets. One of our journalism students realized the need to address the issue. This is what she found out.
Students say the girls' bathrooms at Monash are shocking and have become a danger for the ladies to use. One says she even got an infection after using Monash toilets.
I, unfortunately, was one of those unlucky girls to contract an infection through Monash toilets. It's so bad that when you're in there, you can see toilet paper lying anywhere and see girls' sanitary towels actually stuck in the toilet.
Pharmacist and medical expert Rona from Mediclinic Pharmacy tells us about the dangers of unhygienic bathrooms.
It is definitely possible to get infection from dirty toilet or public toilet, especially for girls. They get something called urinary tract infection.
Students who live at the residence are lucky enough to have their own toilets close by, which they can use.
I personally use my raised toilets. I don't use the toilets at school because they are so dirty, and half the time the cleaners don't take time to actually go in there and clean them.
The Monash Clinic has told MoTV that they will approach the board to run a hygiene awareness campaign for students to help keep the facilities clean and not just blame the cleaners. Leandra Koopman, MoTV, Reimsig.
Thank you, Leandra. And as on MoTV, we like to say, keep your toilets clean as they represent who you are. Different organizations across the country always have events or functions to honor the legacy of former South African President Nelson Mandela, other known as Madiba. This year, the sports department at Monash decided to call an annual NGI Monash Clash the Madiba Clash. We interviewed the Musasa sports officer, and this is what he had to say.
What do you have planned for us as a sports department?
We are working on the MGI Monash Madiba Clash. That's what we decided to call it, dedicated to South African President. And in this event, we'll be having 8 sporting courts, which will gonna be rugby, soccer, tennis, table tennis, chess, volleyball, basketball, and pool. So those are the sporting courts that are going to be competing on that day. So we're still working on the logistics right now, getting everything in order.
Okay, and how are the teams preparing for the clash?
Teams are preparing very hard because last year when we played, we won almost all the games, all the competitions. So this year we are trying to up our game because MGI is trying by all means to come and revenge on us. So we're trying to prove them wrong that no, they cannot come here and beat us. Yes.
Okay, and what are the prizes for the winning teams or the outstanding athletes?
Like it happened last year, the winning teams were awarded with like a trophy, and the players which were playing in that team, the best players, they were given trophies and certificates. And that's what is going to happen as well this year. For the sports awards, that's going to be in October. That's when we're going to be awarding people who have excelled in this event.
Okay. What about scouts? Are there any scouts or?
No, there are no scouts that I know of.
Well, if you happen to see anyone around campus wearing the Madiba t-shirt, please just join in the movement. We are doing this for Madiba. Moving on. Finding parking around campus can be really strenuous, especially those who have parked their cars that have parked in unauthorized areas. Monash has introduced a new clamping system where those who have parked negligently will be deemed liable and will find their cars with a clamp. Let's hear about what the students' responses were on the new system.
Several students have shown their support for Monash South Africa's wheel clamping policy. Marisha Monikers, a marketing student, had this to say.
I totally agree with the clamping, with Monesh's new policy of clamping tires in the parking lot, because there are a lot of idiots that drive cars here that don't know what a parking space is. Clamp the tires. Park in parking spaces. I don't know where you kids bought your license.
However, Paul Jacob, a first-year student, believes the wheel clamping policy has its pros and cons.
Okay, I think the clamping system is a pretty good system because it allows a lot of order and space. But I mean, what if a student is like late and he needs to park somewhere like close by? It has its pros and cons.
Jackie Modimokwane, a Monash security personnel, explains why vehicles are being clamped.
We're clamping the student and staff vehicles that parked on the road because there's a policy regarding the parking on campus, and some students are lazy to go park at the right parking.
Monash students say with the increasing number of motorists on campus, the wheel clamping policy should not be dropped anytime soon. Joshua Jonathan for MoTV News.
To avoid any risk of your car being clamped, we urge all students to park properly and to assure us that they didn't purchase their license. For the past month, the success of MoTV News has been tremendous. This team of students is dedicated in their art and is run by more than one dedicated co-producer, Jimmy and Sarah. Their mission is to inform students and to bring them together by updating them on current affairs. The main objective for this semester is to lay a foundation for upcoming semesters. Here is more on the production and the formation of MoNews.
The students of Monash, South Africa have been graced with the opportunity to stream live the news on MoTV. Those who see young journalists getting an opportunity to showcase and develop their talents through the production of news every Friday at 1300 hours.
First of all, journalism is a practical unit. You don't just have to learn journalism, you have to practice it. So by introducing more TV to the journalism students is to help them experience or practice what they will be doing in their future careers. That's if they choose to do journalism.
The constructive criticism that the students get every week helps them to improve their skills.
In the Monash TV production team, I enjoy being the camera person and the editor, and I believe this will help me in my academics by developing my editing skills and the way I use my camera.
Students said working with MoTV News has become an opportunity to grow as they share their videos weekly compared to their assignments that are handed in once a month. Kumbulani Komo reporting from South Africa, Johannesburg.
Well, thank you for that, Kumbulani. But why weren't our names mentioned?
I don't know, and I was the first one to audition.
We're the faces. We're the faces.
Well, they are our bosses, so they probably have to have all the credibility.
No, well, I don't want to get fired. Anyways, you can catch us on Facebook at MoTV Productions, or you can email us at motv@gmail.com. The YouTube channel will be set up later. Vanderboom, Krusty Claire, and now Proverb. More Entertainment and we're bringing out the big guns for interviews on More Radio. On the 16th of September, Proverb will be interviewed from 12 to 1 p.m. and for a meet and greet at 2 p.m. Proverb is a South African rapper and the host and co-producer of Idol South Africa. He is very involved with youngsters and encourages up-and-coming artists to follow their dreams.
And that was your news for this week's bulletin. Catch us again next time, same place, same time. I'm Noma Zuma Jola.
Thank you for joining us. Enjoy the weekend, take care, and as always, Geshenem Tambwe, Sanela.
So it's true what they say, that charity begins right here at home. One of our Monash students has been doing tremendously well in the fashion industry. Check out the next clip.
Kristen Kaylee Sardinia, a fashion design student at Inscape College, has been given the opportunity to start her own label even though she's still studying. She worked hard to prove her talents, resulting in the chance to start her career this year at the age of 21.
At the beginning of the year, I went and did an internship in Durban for 6 weeks at a fashion house. We learned everything from pattern making to the final garment. From there I came back and worked at Women and Home in the fashion department. Through there I met a lot of interesting people, and I met the woman who opened her own store in Parkhurst, and she has now given me a chance to put my own range in her store.
Rashika Beaker, a third-year student at Monash, has hopes for Kristen's new line and believes that it could possibly reach the Monash target market of young women. She has known Kristen for a few years and has faith in her talent.
I've known Kristen since high school, and I know of her style. That's why when she releases her new product line, I know I'd definitely be interested in it. And the girls at Monash too would definitely be interested in her new take on fashion.
Kristen is expected to submit her final portfolio in a month's time and officially graduate as a professional fashion designer, with her career already underway. This is Nikita Fernandes for MoTV News.